see Jaws, man's drilling it too, man. Step trying to finish them youths. Man, cut you, bust that. Painting, give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like, on the off block with a rock back. Hands on, man, clutch that. Don't sell, man, cock that. Any up on site, man, that. I'm like, who's that, what's that? Man, cut you, bust that. Think, give me that WhatsApp, but when I hit you, better bring me that rucksack. Like, on the off block with a rock back. 2 hands on, man, clutch that. Any shoes on sale, man, cock that. Any up on site, man, that. Right now, I see my lifestyle's changing. Can't lie, see I like it. I was chilling in the band with cats last year. Now I'm chilling with a crew from Long Island. Ken said do this music thing. I don't like when you talk about riding, but this exciting. I love money big. Play for see Jaws and I'm chilling it too. Man step and flex round there.
2 survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals. Game 1. Kevin Harlan here with Greg. Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It's the Los Angeles Clippers and the home team. And you take a look at this home team. Guys, win after win, they have been utterly dominant in the postseason. One sweep after another.
And, well, other than Game 7, I think Game 1 is the most important game of the series. For them as a home team, especially. Lose this game, and then there goes home court advantage.
And then Carter with the dunk.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Outside, Davis. Back to Johnson. Driving in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
How about since he entered the league, Kawhi Leonard has tripled his assist average. What a good passer he has become.
Now here is Carter. Pass to Worthy. To the middle. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson left side. It's stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here they come. He takes it in. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Now here is Carter. 5 to shoot. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And he'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Carter with the three. That's it. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now Pippen after the missed 3 from Tim Duncan. Pippen down low. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Pippen. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. It's Davis on the wing. The three from George. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Now, Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
Leonard with the steal. Outside for George. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got his second bucket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Worthy. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Davis surveying the floor. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. And it's Davis missing.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Outside Pippen.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Inside. It's stolen by Duncan. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Goes up. And it's Davis missing. Clippers trail by 5. Worthy with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Posterizing defenders for over 2 decades now, Garnett. Yeah, he can still do this.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Substitution.
And the call will be against Kevin Garnett. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
1:37 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Harden. Back to Kidd. 5 on the clock. Launches it.
And with his strength, lateral quickness, and that 7'3" wingspan, Pippen is an exceptional defender.
Kidd with the steal. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on James Worthy, and he's got his first free throw of the game. That one is off. He doesn't get the second one.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
.52 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Kidd. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The focus from Kidd, terrific at just keeping his composure even when things get tight.
A free throw drops for Kidd. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Vince Carter on the wing. 5 points in the game. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Harden scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. Kidd with it. He's picked up by Pippen. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Jordan. Nothing on the board. Into the lane. The layup missed.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And that does it for the first quarter. Up 6. And the second quarter about to get started. Yep. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
Fires from deep. Here's Rodman. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Clearly a foul.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. A free throw drops for Garnett.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
Boy, really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Outside Carter. Pippen is doubled. And Garnett has it in the corner. And Carter has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Worthy the screen. Carter tries it. And Vince Carter with the slam.
And so tenacious on the attack. I love seeing Carter go all the way on that one.
Havlicek outside. On the wing, Harden. Back to Rodman. And Rodman with the slam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, my. James Harden with a statement right there.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Goes back up. Rodman grabs the miss. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Johnson attacking.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Traps in the tray. Duncan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Johnson attacking, and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 12, and taken away by Johnson. To the inside. Back to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Then for 3. It's hauled in by George.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 6. Johnson wide open. He fires. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Left side, Davis. Shoots over Worthy. And it's Davis missing. Clippers trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Garnett. And taken away by Johnson. To the paint. Here's Davis. Back to Johnson. On the wing, George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Carter. Shot to stop the run. Duncan with some nice deep.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Pass to Garnett. Shoots. It's Pippen on the wing. Duncan grabs the rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson left side. Over Jordan. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Garnett outside. Back to Carter. Down low. Worthy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
James Worthy.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The shot by George, wide open.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score. Your home team.
And we return again with more playoff action.
I tried to cut through there, it get hazardous. That an all-time high, that ain't the half of it. Trying to add it up in my head, but ain't no math with it. Get next to try to grab a pic, now they on some rap. It's nasty, I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it. 95 South and a sprinter with it. Try to get next to you, usually if they could benefit it.